What's goody, everybody? It's your boy Melody, and I'm back with another video. And I know y'all excited to tap into the divinely aligned realm, so come on in and take your seats and ground in peace, because we got a lot to cover today. But before we get started, I'm gonna ask y'all to please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to stay in tune with future meetings, like, and drop a crown in the comment section below to be divinely greeted. And without further delay, let's get into it. So this is part 3 because it's a lot to go on and on and on about Scorpio moon. So I'm gonna start the video off back by getting into the mirroring. Scorpio moons mirror a lot of people. Really, Scorpio moons just mirror people in general. And sometimes people can project onto the Scorpio moon. People can be jealous and, project that envy and hatred and, just negative energy onto the Scorpio moon because it's really what they feel for themselves. And that's just because Scorpio moon just project what, the Scorpio moon projects what that person is not seeing in themselves. So the other person points the finger at the Scorpio moon and is, like they're the problem when really they looking at themselves through the Scorpio moon, if that makes sense. And, Scorpio moons deal with that a lot. Jealousy and envy, either from themselves or from other people. And me personally, I'll say that, I'm not a jealous person as far as being jealous of people, but in my relationships, that's a different story. And it's nothing I'm gloating about because, I try to avoid that and I try to bring myself out of that. And because I also have Venus in Scorpio, it makes it, 10 times stronger. Like, that's my love sector. So, I'm just like, I'm territorial. I'm very territorial over the people that I love, and that was something else I wanted to talk on. Being territorial and possessive over the people that they love. Some people might like that in a relationship. Maybe somebody with other Scorpio placements, or Capricorn, or water signs, earth signs, Taurus, fixed people, or these stable or deep placements. Maybe not so much fire and air, but like I said, there's more to it than just one perspective. Like, it's based off the person's birth chart. But yeah, I can be very possessive in my relationships and territorial over what's mine. What I see is mine. But at the end of the day, I'm very loyal and reliable, and a person that I'm with does not ever have to worry about me cheating on them because I'm faithful at heart. Now, I will say that some unevolved Scorpio placements, are liable to cheat because of trust issues and because of jealousy, jealous of their partner's friendships or jealous of their partner's, whatever, and go out and cheat off their suspicions. Just like I was talking about in the last video, being suspicious, knowing what's intuition and knowing what's suspicious. But I'm not one of them people. I'm not gonna say I'm the most healed Scorpio moon, but I've never cheated on nobody. I would rather walk away before I cheat on somebody, but that's besides the point. But I just want to give a little, because I'm a Scorpio moon, Scorpio Venus, North Node. So this is, Scorpio is a really big part of my life, like a really big, it's a prominent placement for me. So, I feel like a Scorpio more than anything. I'm a Capricorn sun, but that Scorpio is strong, very strong on my chart. So it rules a lot of the aspects of my life. But yeah, that just like that. My bad. Lost my train of thought. Yeah, I talked about the being possessive, being obsessive over things. This could be good and bad. I mean, it could be bad and good. So in a bad way, you know, you can obsess over somebody that hurts you. You know, one of the traits or characteristics they would say is brooding over a situation, and you know, contemplating on revenge, contemplating on vengeance. You know, obsessing over somebody did to you. You know, somebody embarrassed you, or somebody hurt you, or somebody, you know, betrayed you. Like, you can obsess over that constantly, like constantly thinking about it, like, why did this person do this to me? And just feeling those emotions. Like, as I said before, those emotions can be very, very intense and very powerful, like in the way that they overtake you. And sometimes, you know, that intensity of those emotions can move you to act out in ways that you normally wouldn't. And you know, that's why Scorpio keeps everything close to their chest. You know, they keep everything close to themselves in privacy, because you know, they don't want to expose too much or scare people, or you know, overdo it. You know, I speak for myself in that aspect, and in a way that's good and bad, because you holding all those emotions down and suppressing it, and in the end, it's not good for you. It's just not good for you. So it's good to release that, not on nobody, but like I stated, if you haven't watched my part 1 or part 2, watch those videos first. I know in the last video I said they wasn't in chronological order, but you need to watch part 2 to watch this one. And watch part 1 too. Just watch them in order. But yeah, like, find some kind of way to express that creatively, because of all the sexual energy that Scorpio has. You know, that's creative energy, and you want to find some way to express it, because it's hard for Scorpio moons to express their emotions and express what they're feeling unless they have somebody that they really trust. And that's another thing. Like, Scorpios have not many people in a circle. You know, if it's somebody in their circle, it's somebody that they really trust. They really trust. And you know how if it's somebody that you got that you really trust, and you know, you trust them with your information or whatever, talk to them. You know, get it off your chest. But thing about that is, sometimes our emotions can be so much we don't know how to express them verbally. But you know, also it can drain other people. I myself, you know, I don't talk to people a lot about my emotions unless, you know, I feel like they can handle it, because I don't want to burden people with what I'm feeling, because I know when I come with what I'm coming with, it's going to be heavy. It's not going to be no light shit. It's going to be heavy. And, you know, I don't want to burden nobody with that. So I find ways, like I said previously, I like to write. Writing is a good way for me to get stuff off my chest and get stuff out of my mind. It's for me to stop obsessing over it. And back to the obsession, on a good aspect, obsessing can, like, where you dive into something that you're really interested in, like a subject, where you get into something. Like, when I first started getting into astrology, I was kind of obsessed. Like, I was reading everything I could on Scorpio moon. Like, that, this placement, I don't know for everybody, but I heard for most people, when they find out they Scorpio moons, everything just click. Everything, like, it's just, everything just makes sense. Like, wow, made so much sense. But when I found out about my Scorpio moon, that placement stood out to me. And, you know, I read everything I could on it, watched almost every video I could on it. Like, I've watched so many videos on Scorpio moon, read so many books on Scorpio moon, and, you know, just really paid attention to myself and learned from, you know, I took that information that I listened to and read, and I applied it in my real life to where, you know, I started seeing things that I wasn't seeing before. Like when I first read my birth chart, certain things I was like, nah, that's not me. Nah, that's not me either. You know, but as time went on and I began to meditate more and shine light, bring light to these darker aspects of myself, they begin, every time I went back and read, because I always went back and referred to my birth chart for something, you know, and I'm grateful that my spirit, you know, led me back to astrology each time to dive in and be like, okay, I see that now. You know, I ain't see that before. And that's just that's kind of how Scorpio works. You know, it illuminates the dark parts of yourself to bring them up for healing and to alchemize yourself and turn yourself into the alchemist. Real life. And that's why I say Scorpio moon is a very beautiful placement. Very beautiful, very powerful. Once you learn to heal it and wield it in a positive way, that it can work for you beautifully. Because Scorpio moon can be a powerful manifestor, manifesting things, because as I stated in the part 2 video, having all of that sexual energy is creative energy. You have the power to manifest and create whatever you desire, whatever. But you have to be careful that, you know, you thinking positively and acting positively so that you manifest positive things. Yeah, like it's really a beautiful placement. It really is. And I wish that, you know, anybody watching this who is a Scorpio moon or who dealing with a Scorpio moon or know a Scorpio moon, you know, show this video to them, because it's needed. You know, I want to, like I said before, like share my own personal experiences of being a Scorpio moon, as well as, you know, giving some facts and just speaking on it. Scorpio moon's got you know, an intense stare or a gaze, you know, looking at somebody and piercing straight through them. You know, seeing somebody and just looking at them and seeing straight through them. Like in the first video I said, Scorpio moons being human lie detectors. You can look at somebody and know when they lying. And some people don't like that, because they want to get away with their lies. But you ain't gonna get away with it around a Scorpio in general. You're not gonna get away with it, because they gonna find out. Even if it's not immediately apparent to them what it is, it's gonna come up. And that's something with myself that sometimes I haven't been able to immediately pinpoint what it is that I'm feeling about somebody that I was dealing with. Eventually it came out. I either pressured them to tell me, and that ain't a good thing, but I either pressured them to tell me, or, you know, it came to me. It came to me, and a lot of times it came to me like in very mysterious, weird ways. You know, and I'm grateful for it. But sometimes it can be scary, like, dang. Like, but it saved me trouble too, and it saved me heartache, you know, from being more hurt than what I could have been. What else did I want to talk about? I think for the most part, I covered mostly everything. But that ain't everything still. because it's still some stuff that, you know, just because I ain't got it on my notes, it's something that's gonna come up. And like I said, I want to make more videos talking about different little things about Scorpio. Like I might make a video on you know, just like whatever one of these characteristics I talked about, like going more in depth, because you can go more in depth on any of these topics and like really make more sense of it for people to understand and to better understand themselves. But if you're not into astrology or that's something too. I think I just said something about it, about the obsession, but like, you know, Scorpio moon may be attracted to, you know, the occult, like hidden knowledge, I want to say, because when you say occult, people are like, oh my God. But like hidden knowledge, things, taboo things that's not talked about, that needs to be talked about, because these are the things that keep us in darkness, you know. But some people just, you know, are more lighthearted and they stick to the lighthearted side of life, and that's okay, because everything is not for everybody. It's not. And that's why Scorpio moon is not for everybody. We not for everybody. You know, some people won't like us at all, just because, like I said, because of the simple fact that they know we see through them. We see straight through them. And they don't like that. But yeah, just being attracted to the hidden knowledge, astrology, or forbidden things that they say are forbidden. You know, astrology, tarot, divination, you know, magic. Like, these things are real. They're real. And whether people want to believe it or not, you know, we are miniature gods. But that's something for a whole nother video. But God didn't place us here with this energy and this power for no reason. Plain and simple. We're meant to connect with Him. But that's something that, you know, that is covered up, because it's to keep us in deception, to keep us in darkness and not know what's really real. But Scorpio moon will show you that shit. So if you got a Scorpio moon in your life, hang on to it. Like, unless they just, you know, like, I don't know. I haven't really met any, you know, unevolved or bad Scorpio moons. I don't know, maybe I have and I just didn't get to know them deep enough. Because the Scorpio moons I know, like, either we met each other and we didn't really, you know, go as deep, but some of the ones I do know, like, I just met not long ago. So, like, I know myself, like, it takes time for us to open up. And, you know, over time things may come out, but it's okay, because I'm ready for it and I love that. Because I want to be that support system to, you know, be able to help those friends or whoever heal and grow. And that's another thing about Scorpio, like Scorpio moons, like, we want to help. Some of us want to help people heal, knowing that once you get to know the fact that you can heal yourself, first you have to heal yourself first. That's the main thing. In order to be able to work with other people and help to heal them, you have to be able to heal yourself, so that you can work with other people and be able to help the people around you. Because once you heal yourself, you automatically heal other people, just about a simple fact that you healed yourself. That's an energetic healing, and it raises your vibration, and the people around you can feel it. They can feel it. So that's the main thing. And I love y'all. I really do. All my Scorpio moons, Scorpio moon lovers, I love y'all. And I hope y'all healing in light, bringing that darkness to the light, beaming the light on that shit, because it needs it. Love yourself, nurture yourself, embrace yourself, build yourself up. Fuck what people think. Live your life. and do you. Plain and simple. And that's pretty much it. But like I said, that's not it. There's gonna be more videos, so stay tuned. And please like this video, share this video with other Scorpio moons or your Scorpio moon people or whoever. Please subscribe to my channel to stay in tune. Hit that notification bell, and I will be back soon with more Melody checking out.